So you saw in the last video us take everything out of the van and move it into our warehouse, and now you're gonna see us take everything from there, narrow it down, and stick it in this truck behind me. All right, so let's start by taking out things we don't need in this section of the van. I actually use a leaf blower a lot, so we're gonna keep that. The chainsaws and stuff, I don't really need them because I want this truck to be really multi-purpose in a sense that you can go out and fix things that are not networking and security related, but you can go out and do other things. So for that, we don't need a big chainsaw. We don't need, this would be nice to have on here, but it's fine if we don't have it. A baby chainsaw. Earmuffs. These have to stay on here. I don't know how so much oil just spills, but it's chainsaws. They're dirty. Bar and chain oil and a shield. These two things go together. Let me start spraying this down. My life is always about looking for something, so this will clean it. Brake clean cleans everything. The problem with redding bodies is you have these boxes, which are great boxes. They just don't hold anything that I kind of need. Like this one holds a good bit of our pack outs. Like, you know, I really only need this one. These three are great. Zip ties are needed. I carry boxes up here and stuff. Down below is kind of just a hodgepodge of stuff, and one of those things. It's like you should probably just take everything out and restart. Redding bodies are prone to rusting, so you try and clean them as often as possible. And I actually spray them with this fluid film. Just keeps everything moving and tries to keep the rust out. But I'll probably take everything out of here and just figure out like what do I need to incorporate from our stack here and put it in there. Back here, this is really not utilized correctly. You know, an extension cord, always good to have one. That takes up space. Coax, need it. A hose, this is a good thing. Just not for this. Batteries. This one I want to take out. I know that as soon as it all comes out, it's never going to go back in. This is my cables and connectors bins in this truck. Electrical bin, that's kind of a wasted bin. This one, so we have our rack screws, our terminal crimps, coax jacks, coax connectors, BNC connectors, combiners. We have the press, the scissors, the stripper, wire nuts, gel-filled crimps, and regular crimps. That's in this one. Kind of miscellaneous stuff in here. I'll kind of just line up all the screws. Like this isn't even a full box. It's taking up space. Construction screws, good to have. Red heads, I use these all the time, so I keep them in the truck. You know, this truck was designed for rougher work. The other one was designed for more finish work. Wall anchors. I have kept this box of wall anchors in here since I bought the truck, which was in 2020, so pretty much 5 years ago. I have never, ever, ever used one. So they probably don't deserve to come back on the truck. T50 staples and narrow crown staples. These should go in the nail kit. Blowtorch. Oh, locks. I don't know why I have locks. Never been used. The only good thing about having a blowtorch is if you do need to bend conduit quickly, it's doable. Bottom shelf. Fluid film, white paint. This is fasteners, locks. You're never gonna need to keep a lock in there. This is carpet cleaning solution. It's called Triple Action. Don't know why it's in this truck. Blowtorch, fuel, gloves. These will stay on this truck somewhere. Towels, Ethernet, and HDMI. This is helpful when you're bundling your wires after it has to go into drywall and whatnot. And then you have your bug spray and dielectric grease. This is for plowing, so I always keep a tube of this in here. Two different lanyard styles, a retractable and a spring one. Fire barrier. This stuff has been in here for 4 years. We never use it because we just use foam, so this may be retiring to the trash can. It was probably given to me years ago and was like, oh, you know, do you want this extra fire caulk? Of course I said yes, never used it. And plus when it gets cold, it all gets ruined. Zip ties, necessity. First aid kit, I'm actually gonna move this to the cab. Liquid tight connectors, so that's another thing you're gonna have to now figure out, you know, where's those pack outs gonna go? A toilet flapper, it's new, but no reason. It's been on there 4 years. Pulley, now this I can use. Okay, so this is pretty much cleaned. So to figure out kind of what I wanna do here now. It's hard because these pack outs, it's like they don't fit well. And I kind of want to keep this down here for like solvents and stuff still. I think I'd almost rather build up because ultimately, you know, like if I'm going to keep boxes and stuff up here, that's fine. And I'm going to be able to reach in and grab stuff. I'm good with that. If I take this out, I can store a lot more of my pack outs. Tell you what, you haven't had fun until you rearrange a redding body truck. There's a lot of finger pinching, a lot of banging. Now, with this being wide open, I can probably fit more. Hopefully I can fit something standing. Probably can't with these, but I absolutely can with these. That may be the ticket. All right, let's grab some more. It would be nice to get my big one in, but I definitely need this one. These I would need. It may literally just be easier to transfer stuff and kind of take all that stuff and put it in there. I mean, I guess I could kind of set them all up, but these are too tall. These are perfect. So, kind of, you're kind of gonna have to, this is gonna be your problem. This shelf can't go any lower. And then it leaves a ton of space over here that all right, so that's not the correct solution. This takes up a lot of room, but I built this for this truck, so I'm gonna keep that. This is tools, this will remain tools. The back actually may be better suited for this, and then kind of keep that. Let's put it in it, let's. Okay, I can live with that. Just relabel the other side, it'll be perfect. Oh, but put everything you don't use often on the side, right? And everything that you do use, is gonna go right in there. Now I can fit like one more good box here. I'll just label the outsides, and if I need this one, I just grab it. If I need this one, you're gonna get hurt every time you try to take something out of this truck. I'm just gonna have to accept the fact that I'm gonna hate it. I'll be buying a trailer too. I can foresee that coming. Okay, this is progress. This should really be pressure washed inside and out. I should just take everything out of this truck and just clean this truck. Just pressure wash all these all the doors, everything. All right, let me pull this out and we'll start pressure washing. So let's go through all 6 compartments of this truck. So far, it has been a little bit tight to try and fit things from the van, from our old packouts and everything else into this truck. But so far, this is kind of how I have it configured. So since this is a single wheel, our boxes are much narrower in hindsight. I should have went with a dual wheel, but I didn't. So in here, I kind of left this the same. This is, more for like, if you have an automotive issue or something else. Still used in our industry. We have, blades and screwdrivers and ratchets and things. Down here is going to be battery chargers. It's just all the batteries are charging right now. So moving into our longer compartment here, I have batteries, I have grinders, I have roto hammers, band saws, wiggle saws, impact drivers, a stand light back here, a 12-volt Milwaukee stand light, PVC cutter, a stapler, lanterns, and then some SDS bits up here along with a drill. So this is all of our drill bits that came out of the other truck, and we have 5 batteries here and 5 high output batteries in the 12-volt line. So that's our long compartment. Moving back, this compartment, I kind of had to make a lot of pack out fit, and I actually went from our larger pack outs that I showed you last time to half-size pack outs. So just in this side alone, you can see that we have our boxes here, our metallic boxes with their covers. We have some liquid tight and glands. We have our soldering iron and heat gun in here. We have our crimps and things in here. And then we have a little electrical kit right here for some outlets and wire nuts and whatnot. And then I actually had to switch from my backpack, which I regret doing, but I had to go back to an open-sided tool pouch. So in here I have my little Milwaukee Surge impact driver and everything from my backpack I had to transfer into here just for space issues. This was the best way to put it until we find something different. Now let's move to the other side, and we have another 3 compartments to go through. So in this compartment here, it's the same thing. I kind of lined up all my pack outs here. This is my cables and connectors bin. It's kind of narrowed down a little bit. I have a couple slim pack outs here. So we have our coax one, we have some screws, we have our 1/2-inch steel type box, and then back here we have some compressing glands and some 3/4 connectors as well. And then I also put a leaf blower in, which never had it in the other van, but I always need a leaf blower, so I figured let me throw that in there. It doesn't take up much room. This bin is where I actually got more than what I had in the van. So I actually have my CTL sys here from Festool. This has a 7-foot hose on top of it, cord, and a couple attachments inside. And then in here, which I really couldn't keep on the van because there was just no space for it, is my Fluke testing device. So this is our Fluke network tester with all of my little remote IDs and combiners here. So nice thing to have on the truck. And then I actually also got my vacuum accessories kit from Festool as well. So that all fits back here as well. So put an extension cord in here for the vacuum, but that's pretty much, it's all gonna fit in there. And then in here, kind of how it was before, but I did put in some dividers. I put some plastic boxes up here, gloves, tapes, resistors, hardware, extra hand tools, an extra crimper, some electrical tools. And then in the next one, I put my mice and my pull string, some zip ties, my 4x4x4 boxes. And then down here, I put all my bits. So my drill bits, my spade bits, my extenders, my impact rated sockets, metal hole saw bits, my retractable harness. And then down here is just cleaners, paints, lubricants, pulling lubricant. This is a neat one. I keep it in here for testing some fire. It's artificial smoke. And then we have some brake clean, and then some towels and a first aid kit. So we took everything, fit it into here, and we'll see how this works for me. The only thing that I need to do, I think I'm gonna buy one of those rigid job boxes, and I'm gonna bolt it to the floor in the front here, which is a 48-inch by 24 by 24 for my boxes of wire and any product that I may carry back there since it's locked. And the only last thing that I need is to put a tie down structure on the wall itself so that I can put a ladder in the back. So I think I'm gonna do a new fiberglass Little Giant, one of the 17-footers. And then if I have to carry other ladders, I'm just gonna figure out how to do that as time goes on. But I was thinking about doing a ladder rack on top here for just a single ladder. It has an elevated piece here and a lower piece there, and you can fit your ladder. I just don't think that's gonna work for me in the way that I maneuver. I also thought about doing a true ladder rack, and unfortunately, I just don't think that's gonna work either. It really impedes, you know, the bed space and just getting ladders up and down, and you know, you get inside the bed, you're gonna hit your head on it. And I still want this to be a good multi-purpose vehicle to do everything that I wanna do. So it's now really just finding it. And if this isn't the right truck, I will find something that will be good for me and good for the company and good for, you know, everybody who has to use it. So for right now, this is what we're rocking with, and hopefully you liked it. And comment down below. Like I said, we're still looking for different vehicle ideas from you guys. Like, subscribe, and comment below, and we'll see you on the next one.